Hello everyone. Here we see a candle which is in the shape of a cylindrical shape. Generally we see these type of candles in the supermarkets. And nowadays we are getting these type of shapes also. The different shapes we are getting. Even the candles we are getting in a shape like an animal also. How they are made? If you want to get a candle of any special shape, you have to heat the wax in the particular metal container till it becomes completely liquid. Then you have to pour it into another container which has a special shape what you want. For example, take the shape of a solid cylinder. Suppose if I want to convert it into small cylinders which is in cylindrical shape only, small cylinders. See how many cylinders are made from this big cylinder. So totally the full wax is converted into small cylinders. So there is no change in its volume. Only there is a change in its, here in this example there is no change in its shape also. Only n number of candles has come. Look at this one more example. Here again this candle, if I convert it into spherical balls type, spherical one candles, totally two sphericals made from this big cylinder. Here also, after melting this one, when we convert it into in this manner, spherical candles, there won't be change in its volume. Only there is a change in its shape. One more example is, suppose if I want to convert this one into three more cylindrical forms which are in this way. So here also we are getting the same thing. There won't be any change in its volume. Only just simply there is a change in its size or the shape. So to understand what we have discussed with some more examples, we are going to learn how to convert the solid from one shape to another in this module. Here we have two types of glasses. This is the cuboidal shape of glass and this is the cylindrical shape of glass. Both are of the here different dimensions. Here L is there and breadth is there and the height is there. And here the base radius and height is required for this. If I take a glass full of water and here I am converting this water into this cylindrical glass. See, is there any change in its volume of the water? No. Totally I transferred this one water, glass full of water, into this cylindrical glass. So here if I know this L, B, H of this glass and here only the height of the cylinder is known, so that I can find out the radius of this cylinder by equating their volumes. So here I can say that volume of water in cuboidal glass is equal to volume of water in the cylindrical glass. So like that by equating them I can find out the particular base radius of the cylindrical glass. Here also we can see that this is like a cylindrical shaped one and with open top, and this is the hemispherical bowl. So I have taken this vessel full of sugar and I am transferring this amount of sugar into this hemispherical one bowl. Is there any change in its volume? No. Totally this sugar is entirely transferred into this bowl. There is no change in its volume. Then what is the difference here? Can we find out any difference between these two objects? This is in a cylindrical shape, this is in a hemispherical one shape. So only there is a change in its shape, that's all. There is no change in its volume. Let us solve some more problems. Suppose if a cone is there of height 24 centimeters and base radius is 6 centimeters, is made up of clay. A child reshapes it into the form of a sphere. We have to find the radius of the sphere. Suppose for example this cone, if I am converting it into sphere, then here you see. Is there any change in its volume? No. Only there is a change in its shape. So let us solve this problem. Here what is given? A cone is given first of all. Afterwards it converted into sphere, right? So according to problem, volume of cone is equal to volume of sphere. We all know very well that volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h and the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. When you equate the volumes, you cancel this one. You can cancel this pi on both sides. It is the easy one. Even if r is the same on both sides, even you can cancel r also. But here r is different. Here this r we don't know. So better you write this r as capital R. So not to get any confusion. So by 3 is there. You can cancel this one also. This r is nothing but, here it is given 6 square into this is 24 is given, is equal to 4 into r cube. So 6 into 24 is equal to 4 into r cube. 4 here 6 times it goes, it is nothing but 6 cube is equal to r cube, implies r is equal to 6. What is this capital R? It is nothing but the radius of the sphere. Along with the units you have to mention. Therefore, radius of the sphere is six centimeters. Make it as a box. Here it is given that a metallic sphere of radius of 4.2 centimeters is melted and recast into the shape of a cylinder of 6 centimeters. We have to find the height of the cylinder. Actually, for our convenience, I have taken a clay model, spherical shape I have taken. Suppose if it is of radius 4.2 centimeters, here I am going to convert it into shape of a cylindrical shape. Cylindrical shape is there. Then they gave that here the radius of this cylindrical shape is 6 centimeters. We have to find the how much height of the cylinder we got it. According to problem, radius of the sphere is 4.2 centimeters and radius of cylinder is 6 centimeters. We have to find out the height of the cylinder. So here we converted sphere into cylinder, right? So you have to write according to the problem, volume of cylinder is equal to volume of sphere pi r square h is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. Pi get cancelled. This is 6 square into h is equal to 4 by 3 into 4.2 whole cube. This can be written as 4 by 3 into 42 by 10 whole cube. So 6 into 6 into h is equal to 4 by 3 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10 into 42 by 10. Now it is very easy to cancel. 6 sevens, 3 14s. So after simplification you are going to get h is equal to 2.74 centimeters. Here h is nothing but height of the cylinder. So height of the cylinder is equal to 2.74 74 centimeter. Make it as a box. Given that metallic spheres of radii 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters and 10 centimeters respectively are melted and to form a single solid sphere. This is forming a this plus this one, totally it is forming a big sphere. So for the convenience I have taken a clay sphere. Here we have to find out what is the radius of the resultant sphere. So when we add here all the 3 volumes of these spheres, we are going to get volume of the big sphere. Here it is given that the radius of this one is, I am taking it as R1 6 centimeters. For this R2 I have taken 8 centimeters. For this one I am taking R3, that is 10 centimeters. So I am assuming that the radius of this sphere is capital R centimeters. So according to problem, you can write here 4 by 3 pi R1 cube plus 4 by 3 pi R2 cube plus 4 by 3 pi R3 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube. You can take 4 by 3 pi in common. So R1 cube plus R2 cube plus R3 cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi R cube. This 4 by 3 get cancelled, pi get cancelled. The left out is this one R1 cube means 6 cube and this is 8 cube and the R3 cube is 10 cube is equal to capital R cube. 216 plus 512 plus 1000 is equal to capital R cube. This is nothing but R cube is equal to 1728. This can be written as 12 cube. So implies R is equal to 12. What are the units? Centimeter. So this is only nothing but the radius of the sphere. Radius of the sphere, the required one, the resultant sphere radius this is. So in this module we have learned that how to convert one shape to the other one, and we came to know about that there won't be any change in its volume, only there will be change in its shape. I hope all of you understood very well this concept. So meet you soon in the next coming module.